Hello, welcome back to a new free live tutorial. Today we're going to make this cute sunflower keychain together, and it uses a bottle cap. Hopefully you have some leftover ones. That way you can remake this as well. It is pretty much crocheting with trash, if you want to call it that way. You know, in case you have some leftover ones. The one that I'm using happens to be a bottle cap from one of those kits bottles. You may have seen those before for, like, you know, games or something. I usually get them during my massage. I get those little tiny bottles. So I have a bottle cap for that. Now, if you don't have a bottle cap, all you're doing is you're replacing the center part of it with just a regular circle. You know, in this case it would be brown. You just make a regular circle and then you just add on to it, and that's it, right? In case you don't have a bottle cap. Although I kind of like the idea of a bottle cap. You do have to put a hole in there, as you can see. So what I used is an old skewer, like a metal skewer that I usually used in the past for like kebabs or something in that range, and I put a little bit of, you know, put it over the stove. Don't burn yourself, be careful, safety first, and then made a little hole, and that's kind of it. So are you guys ready? Hello, I see a lot of highs. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Remember, we are going to talk about the crochet club today again, and we'll do it one more time tomorrow because tomorrow is the last day to save. So if you're still not quite sure yet if the crochet club is for you, then you are in the right place. We're going to talk about it and remove all your obstacles so you know exactly what it's about, and maybe you can join us, especially if you want to, you know, get one of those amazing gift boxes that I'm shipping out only until the 8th. We're also going to have prizes at the very end, but that depends on you how many. Are we going to have 3 prizes if we get our viewer count to over 100, or is it going to be 2 prizes? It's up to you. Go ahead and share. If you haven't shared yet, I would love for you to do so. Invite your crochet besties to join us, and again tomorrow as well for our last day. Anyways, Francis says the bottle cap makes it firmer. I agree, which is why I'm using it. I agree. It also makes it just a hint heavier, right? And having it a little hint heavier can help it, you know, not float around when you have, you know, put it onto your, let's say, keys or your backpack or something like that. So anyways, are you guys ready to make your little bottle cap sunflower keychain? Because it goes super duper quick and you can make that really, really fast. So I'm gonna turn around and show you what I see. So this is what it looks like. Obviously you can tell that my colors, you know, my camera is not, my camcorder is not the best. I'm gonna have to upgrade that at some point because you can tell this is my, you know, nice camera taking a pretty picture, and then this is my video recording camera. Yeah, sometimes that doesn't look very nice, so I'm gonna have to do some upgrading at some point because it's not picking it up the way it's supposed to. But anyways, this is how it's gonna look like in the end. It is very, very easy to make. You're gonna be surprised how easy it is. Anyway, so here's my little bottle cap. Can you even see it? Can you even see it? There it is. Anyways, I'm using a 3.5 millimeter hook. Usually I would use a 3 millimeter hook, but I do not have. Okay, the other thing is, let's point it out. So technically I wanted to use for the entire pattern Ella Ray honey yarn, which is a DK yarn, but unfortunately I do not have brown, so I'm using worsted yarn for the brown. It is not my preferred way to do it, but here I'm doing it because that's the only brown I have and might as well use it. And it's a sunflower, it needs some brown. So which means I'm actually using worsted yarn and DK yarn. However, the worsted yarn I'm using is actually, I feel like, more on the thinner side. It is skein tones in the color something cocoa. That's the color I'm using. So which means we're actually starting with worsted yarn, then we're swapping over to DK yarn, just because it is a keychain. You don't want a really, really thick yarn on that technically, so it looks better this way. I like it. Let's see. Okay, I sure hope you guys can see the brown. I really, really hope you can see the brown on camera. But don't worry, it is really just single crochet stitches, so it should be easy going. Let's see. Do I need to hold anything closer up, or are you guys good? I may have to zoom in a little bit, but let's just try it first this way, because I was hoping to keep my little sunflower sit in right there. But if you need me to sit, you know, in a certain way or zoom in a little bit, you guys let me know, okay? Anyways, do you guys need me to zoom in, or is this a good, is this good for you guys? I'm gonna just start for now. As I said, you make a hole inside your bottle cap, and remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. As you can see, mine is not perfectly round, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm simply going to go into that hole and grab my yarn and start immediately making single crochet stitches. Now, what you do have to be careful of is when you do this is you're gonna have to kind of do some wiggle dance a little bit, okay? So what I like to do is kind of, sometimes you have to put this you know, loop on your hook a little bit further, because you got to get in there somehow, and then you're going to wiggle it to make it a little smaller. So make it big first, go into your hole, grab your yarn, pull it through, and then you do the wiggle dance with your hook, and it makes that loop smaller again. You see how I did that? So you're gonna see me do this the entire time now. So now the question is probably gonna be next from you guys is like, wait, how many stitches do I do? Guess what? It doesn't matter. It really does not matter. Any stitch counts. What I would suggest is you do it until you don't see your bottle cap anymore. That's literally how far I'm gonna do it. So, and let's see, Tammy girl, Tammy came a little late. She didn't hear me say what to do if you don't have a bottle cap. No worries, Tammy. I'm gonna repeat it for you. Give you a little VIP experience here. So, Tammy, when you don't have a bottle cap, you're simply going to make a regular circle, okay? Regular, any kind of circle that you want. You can make double crochet stitches, single crochet, I don't care, any kind of little circle, like little circle, okay, in brown. And then you're going to make this around it. It doesn't matter how many stitches you have in that circle, any circle, okay? Literally. Make it as big as you like, pretty much, because the yellow part of it, you're going to see it is literally all done in one stitch. And when you do it all in one stitch, it makes it easy peasy, okay? So, by the way, for those who are in the crochet club, the written pattern is already in the crochet club. It's in a home category, okay? So, all I'm doing right now is making single crochet stitches, do the wiggle dance in between, as you can see me do, right? Just to make sure that my stitches are getting close. I know this is brown. It may be hard to see. Did we actually just reach 102 people? Hello, everyone. I'm so glad you guys are here. You guys made it to 102. Oh my Lord. I can't believe it. So, which means we're going to have 3 prizes today. I'm proud of y'all. You did it. I guess everyone wants to crochet with trash today. Do you see my little pun here? Crocheting with trash. This is fun, right? Gets your attention. Anyways, so I'm going to keep going until pretty much my bottle cap is gone. And that's how many stitches I'm going to do. So let's see. Darcia says, would this work well on the bottom of a wind spinner? Maybe. How does the bottom of a wind spinner look like? I actually don't know. I don't know on top of my head right now what that looks like, but if it's round and you can crochet around it, probably. I would say yes, I guess. Let's see. Wondering about water bottle lids. That is a water bottle lid, you guys. That is what it is. Oh, look, I celebrated, you guys, and we lost 8 people. Really? We went back down to 94 people. I guess some people are like, nope, I don't want to crochet with trash today. Okay, well, you guys are going to crochet with crash if you want crash. If you want to make a cute little sunflower. Come on, these are fun to make. Tell your crochet besties to join us. We have fun together with some bottle caps here. caps, lids, whatever you want to call them. I don't care. Anyways, so once you get a little closer towards the end, you can start seeing that your hole is going to get smaller and smaller. It kind of makes sense. You're adding yarn to it, right? So it's going to get tighter and tighter. So just, you know, be patient with yourself. It's okay. You can see that I'm struggling at some point here, but I'm still doing my wiggle dance. Do you see my wiggle dance happening here? Just to make my loop a little bit smaller, because in the beginning it's large, right? Because I got to get in there and grab my yarn. And then at some point I need to then make it smaller. So you can see that's a large loop, and I'll do the wiggle dance, and then it makes it small. All right, so let's see. Darcy said to hang from the bottom of as decoration. Well, I guess you could if you wanted to. Yeah, I'm not stopping you. Wherever you wanted to put it on, you put it on wherever you want. I'm just using it as a keychain. If you have something else circular you want to add on to it, go for it. I'm not stopping you. Andrea says 103 over here. That would be cool. I see 96. Okay, we're going to get 100 again. I'm sure we do. Everyone wants to crochet with trash. Am I right? Might as well. You don't have to pay for this, especially I didn't pay for it because I got it from my massage place. Well, actually, I guess I paid for the massage, so I get the water bottle with it, maybe. All right, I'm going to do one more stitch over here. One more stitch. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And that should be good to go. So this is how it looks like. Bottle is gone, or bottle cap is gone, I guess. So all I'm doing now is, where's my scissors? Snap my yarn, snippity snip. Okay, I'm gonna take a tapestry needle or some kind of needle, and I'm first gonna make a slip knot that makes sure that it holds it a little bit better. Let's make a slip stitch first. It doesn't matter what kind of stitch you're doing. I'm just doing a regular slip stitch here, and now I'm gonna weave this in. I could do it later, but I'm just going to do it now real quick so it doesn't bother me as I'm crocheting with the yellow yarn. So it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Really doesn't. I'm just going to weave it through here on the back and for, you know, a little bit, and then I'm just going to snip it over here. Now I have to do the same with my other little yarn end over here, and then we go into the yellow part of it, which obviously you're gonna see in a second is super duper easy to do. Okay, snippity snip. So now that the brown is done, we can work on the yellow part. So this is how far we are so far. Okay, so the yellow part's going to be easier to see. Obviously it's yellow instead of brown, and brown is always hard to see. Okay, so Blair, I literally just answered it. I know you were here. Blair, I saw you. You were here. Just use a regular circle if you don't have a bottle cap. Let's see. Roxanne says, I crochet with trash all the time. I've created all kinds of things repurposing junk. Perfect. I like hearing that. Okay, so we're now going to crochet with the yellow. You can start anywhere you like. Anywhere, okay? So I'm just gonna crochet any stitch here, any stitch. I'm picking any brown stitch, doesn't matter. Again, it doesn't matter how many brown stitches you have, okay? So I'm gonna start with a single crochet stitch, and I'm gonna weave in here my yellow at the same time. Okay, so we're going to make, after a single crochet stitch, we're going to make a double crochet stitch in that same stitch. Everything is done in the same stitch. Now you're going to make a chain of 2. You could make a chain of 3 if you want it to be bigger. And we're going to slip stitch to the second chain from the hook, aka this is a picot stitch, okay? Typically done with chain of 3. I'm making it smaller because it is a small sunflower. So anyways, once you've done your picot stitch, you make one more double crochet stitch in that same stitch. And that's it. Now you're just starting over, okay? Oh, we made it back to 103. Look at that. Okay, so now we're going to go into the next stitch. One single crochet stitch, double crochet stitch in the same stitch. All the stitches are done in the same, and then you move on and repeat pretty much, right? Chain of 2, slip stitch into the second chain from the hook, and a double crochet stitch also done in the same stitch, okay? Ta-da! And that literally creates the petals. So now you're just going to do this all the way around, And let's see how far I'm gonna go. I want to finish it technically, but that's gonna be a lot of stitches. So let's see, because I do want to show you how to add your keychain into it in case you've never done that before. I'm gonna show you how to do that as well. So I'm literally repeating what I just did: single crochet, double, then picot stitch and double, all done in the same stitch. So here's my next stitch. Kind of have to look because, you know, brown, hard to see. Brown is still close to black sometimes, but it is okay. So hang on. I got to get into that stitch. There we go. I am keep pulling my brown here, and my nose is tickly. I'm so sorry. The yarn sniffles. Okay, so sometimes when yarn is a little bit fuzzy, it makes my nose tickle. And of course, light always has made my yarn and my nose tickle, especially when you talk at the same time. My nose is really tickly right now. Oh my gosh. Tickle, tickle, tickle. No, don't make me sneeze. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. So let's keep going. Single, then double in the same stitch, and picot stitch, so chain of 2, slip stitch to the second chain from the hook, and another double crochet stitch. Okay, this is going to take me a while. So what I'm going to do is pretend I went all the way around, okay? And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to add the keychain to it, right? You've seen how it looks like in the end. So this just goes all the way around. This would take me a really long time right now. So I'm going to show you how to add this because that's important. So what you can do is you can buy one of these sets, right? These keychain sets. They're on Amazon. They're very affordable. And if you have the pattern, I have it linked so you don't have to find it. The pattern is currently only available in the Crochet Club, so just that you know about that. Okay, so by the way, is there any other questions about the pattern right here? Let me know if there's questions, okay? So all you're doing at this point is you're going to take this piece. You also need some kind of, you know, pliers that don't cut, obviously, because you don't want to cut your pieces. You want to squeeze your pieces. So you put this guy in there, okay? And then you're going to wiggle it in between here somewhere between one of the stitches. I like to hold on to it on a brown stitch if I can, instead of a yellow one, because it holds it a little bit better, okay? Because the brown is attached to the water bottle, the bottle cap. So I try to push it through a brown stitch. So that is a little bit of a wiggle, but there we go. See, just a little wiggle and it's going through. You can kind of push your yellow to the side there a little bit, and then all you're doing is you make sure that there's no yarn kind of squeezed in between. So see, you can kind of lift it up so you see it's open, right? And then all you're doing here is squeeze it together until it's done, and then you have your keychain. Ta-da! Mine is half finished. Are there any questions about the stitches? Do you guys want me to do it again? I'm going to do one more stitch together with y'all, so in case there's any confusions, but should be easy going, okay? Gloria says it looks easy to accept for the burning of the hole in the lid. That's really easy, you guys. All you're doing is you're taking some kind of metal piece. I typically use a skewer that I have in the kitchen already, or some kind of metal piece. You can even use a hot glue gun. Okay, if you have a hot glue gun, you know, when it's hot, you just touch it and it burns a hole in it. But as I said, I use a skewer. I can't do that on camera right now. I'm worried about my electronics and fire. So obviously I did not do that on camera. But you take your piece, right? And you hold your little plastic cap in your hand. You make the skewer hot, and then all you're doing is push it in, turn it a little bit until you have your hole, and then done. Now, obviously don't use a skewer that you're going to use for food again, because that plastic is going to get stuck on the skewer. So use an old piece, something old, okay? So let me show you here one more time how to do the stitch. You're going to start with a single crochet stitch, then you're going to do a double crochet stitch, like so. Now we're going to do the picot, so chain of 2. You could do chain of 3 if you wanted to. Then in the second chain from the hook, if you do chain of 3, it would be the third chain from the hook, and you make a slip stitch into it. Then you make one more double crochet in that same stitch, and then you repeat this over and over again all the way around. All the stitches I just did were done in the same stitch. So single, double, picot, double, all in the same stitch. Then you repeat it all the way around. And then you have your ta-da sunflower. Okay, let's see. Are there any questions? Kim says, I love this. Hang on. What does Kim say? I love this. I used a bigger cap and chenille yarn. I'm going to hang it from our car mirror. I love that idea. Wonderful idea. Can't wait to see that. Will you take a picture and put it into the Facebook group called Crocheting with Nikki? I would love to see that. Chrissy says, I was just wondering how I was going to add the sunflowers to the sunflower bouquet blanket that I'm making for my husband's friend and wife for their wedding. This is perfect. Okay, if you're using it for a blanket, I don't know about the bottle cap part of it, but you could make just a circle, right? Like regular circle, and then add the part around it. Yes. Okay, let's see. Sandra has a question. I feel like I'm missing some comments here. Hang on. I gotta scroll up a little bit. Where's Sandra? Sandra, let's see. You didn't have a balanced petal ending with a single. Was it going to be a petal turn? I am confused by that, Sandra. I don't know what you mean by that. Can you say that a little bit differently? Because literally what you're doing, and I'll show you here again, I'll talk about it. Single, double, picot, double. And then you start over on the next stitch again with a single, double, picot, double. So I'm not sure by the turning part of it. I'm not turning. I'm staying on the same side. I'm really confused by your question. So if you could say it a little bit differently, I can answer it probably better. But I'm really confused of what you mean. Let's see. Amazon has a plastic hole puncher similar to paper hole puncher, but that could be easy. Yeah, if you could, but I personally don't want to spend money on something I can do at home with a skewer. If that makes sense. You could use a screwdriver. Yes. Again, I want to point out again, whatever you're using is going to have plastic on it in the end. Okay. The bottle cap will melt and part of it will get stuck on whatever metal piece you're using. If you're using a screwdriver, it's going to have plastic on it in the end, and you're not going to be able to use it very well in the end. So think about that a little bit before you start using something your spouse may freak out about. So if that makes sense. Let's see. Sandra says, your petals start with single, then yes, and not doing a single at the end of the petal. Correct. I'm not. That's exactly how I designed it. Because I didn't want giant gaps between the petals. If you look at sunflowers, sunflower petals, they're very close to each other. I didn't want single next to each other. So Sandra, I exactly designed it exactly this way on purpose. Okay. I did it on purpose like that. Don't question my design. No, I am serious. There was a reason for it. It's because I wanted the petals to be thin enough that they're pointy, and I want plenty of them. But just like a sunflower is. A sunflower doesn't have just a few petals. It has a lot of them, right? So I want all of them kind of crunched up together. So I know I did not want a single crochet after the double. That single crochet starts over on the next stitch. Hopefully that answers that question. Let's see. Francis says, I've been making flower keychains and making flower magnets. I saw your picture. You're doing a great job. I love seeing those. You can turn this one also into a magnet. There's plenty of room here as an indent to, you know, hot glue a magnet onto it. And ta-da, you have a magnet. So yeah, I mean, nobody's forcing you to make it into a keychain. You can totally turn this cute sunflower into a magnet. I would love to see that if you're doing that. Yes. Are there any more questions about this pattern? It is so easy because I would love for you to know about the Crochet Club and how you can take your crochet skills to the next level with a really, really amazing community, something you have never ever experienced anywhere else. And I would love for you to know about that, especially the surprises that come with it and the gift boxes and all that stuff. And of course, we have prices at the very end. Are you guys ready to talk about the Crochet Club? Because I sure am. And I know some of you guys still have questions about the Crochet Club. Club. Am I right? So if there are questions about the Crochet Club, you guys let me know as we go through it. But did you see what we just did? Okay, I want you to remember the experience you just had. You were able to ask questions live on camera, and you're part of this community right here. Do you see that? You're in the chat. You may be not chatting with us, but you are, hopefully there, right? You are there, whether you're watching this live or as a replay. You are there, and you feel like people are talking. Am I right? You feel like you're part of this community, which is really, really fun. So if you love that effect of having a live tutorial done, being part of a community at the same time, crocheting the same thing and asking questions while you're going through it, aka getting instant support, then you definitely probably want to think about the Crochet Club, because that's going to be for you. Because I usually don't do live tutorials all the time on YouTube. I do them for special promotions, okay? But if you want them all the time, then the Crochet Club is for you. Okay, so let's see. Donna is saying, can you do another picot stitch? Couldn't tell how it was done. I just did that again. So would you do me a favor, since I did it like 5 times in a row? Would you mind watching the replay, because I slowed it down? It is simply a chain of 2 and then slip stitching into the second chain from the hook. Okay, that's all there is. I promise there's nothing else to do on the picot. It is chain of 2, slip stitch to the second chain from the hook. That's it. And then Sheen is asking, is this going to be in a TCC in the vault? It's already there. It is in a home category. Yes, it is. Let's see. Was there another question? Christy has a question. This would look dumb as a daisy in yellow and white. Oh, Christy girl. First of all, that word with starting with D, not the daisy part, the other one. We're not saying that. And look what I'm about to do. Ta-da! We have daisies. In fact, that's the first pattern I made with the bottle caps. And they're in TCC already. They're in a home category. And no, it's not dumb at all. It's a different pattern though. But yes, that's already in the Crochet Club, girl. I already got you. I already did it. I already did it. It's just a different pattern. The second round is different for the daisy, because obviously daisies don't look like sunflowers, right? So yeah, they're already in the Crochet Club. All right, got you, girl. Let's see. Was there another question I may have missed? Christy says, yes, to joining to TCC. Join, never regret it. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's go through the Crochet Club and why it's so amazing. And you can see in the comment section how everyone loves it, okay? So I want to show you and explain it. And look, read Nana's comment here at the same time while I'm talking to you about the community, because the community is really what makes the entire thing come together. Like, I could do all the different features and you could be like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I always wanted those features. But the thing that really is like the cherry on top, the thing that brings everyone together, is the community. And this is really what makes it super duper fun. Naughty Hooking Nana, who just joined the Crochet Club this week, says, everything I have ever wanted to make is in the vault. I'm having so much fun in the vault, and I still say I'm a kid in the candy store. And she just joined this week. She's been going cray going through it, trying to find all the different patterns, and whatever she's been ever wanted to see or have, she has access to it 24/7. But the community is really where the big deal is happening, right? Like, we have a Facebook group where we chitty chat all the time. It's all positive, it's all supportive. But here's the thing, when we come together for our virtual events, then it's even more fun, because then we're really chatting, okay? It's so much fun. So we meet twice a month on Zoom, and that's where really you feel the community, right? Like, everyone is chatting about their stories. We help each other. I give you guys behind the scenes. I give you like things that nobody else ever sees, and you can ask them, because when I recently went to an event called H&H, where a bunch of yarn companies gave me all kinds of goodies, the only place I shared the goodies was during the Zoom chat. I literally unpacked my entire box of goodies that I got and shared it with them. I said, this is what I got, okay? And they absolutely loved it. We also share all kinds of personal stories. You really feel like you're talking to your best friends, right? This is really what it feels like. And that's really what the community is all about. It's really, really fun. Okay, so Nana says, 100% true. Oh, you correct yourself. I got you, girl. I already understood that. Let's see. Maybe you need to change TCC, the crochet community. It would be fun, but I ain't doing that. And I'll tell you exactly why. I will tell you exactly why I don't do this. Okay. First of all, there is another one out there that's called exactly the crochet community. Okay. And I'm not saying who the designer is who put it together, but if I would do that, that would make a lot of confusion happen. Okay. And so, but my name, the name Crochet Club has been from day one since 2019, and I do not want to change it. I love the way it is, and it really comes together because here's the thing. It is not just a community. As I said, it is more than that. It is a club. It is, you feel like you're a member of that club because you're not just getting the community. It is so much more, right? So think about like a club and it has all the different features. It's not just a community. It's more than that. If that makes sense, that's why one of the reasons I want to keep it that way. But anyways, TCC is well worth the price, Maxine says. Loved the live tutorials every Tuesday. Yes, the group feels like a family and everyone gives you support. Nikki is amazing. Thank you. Let's see. Maxine says, I went down the rabbit hole trying to find how to do the slanted puff stitch. I couldn't have that problem with one of Nikki's patties. Yes, you wouldn't have. That's right. Let's see. Kelly says, until you can afford it, continue to watch Nikki's live Cows and Mystery Crochet Alongs. I think there's an option to have a trial membership. Yes, to take a peek into the membership, there's a trial, but it doesn't apply to this right now, just so you know. Okay, I do have a trial membership, but it only applies for the community where you can take a peek at the community for 7 days, and that's it. You don't get access to all the patterns. Let's talk about the patterns for a second, because you may not know that there's all these other things that you're getting with it, right? So we have obviously the community part of it, but as Maxine just said, I'm going live every single Tuesday. So let's explain that in detail. I go live every Tuesday, which brings it to 4 to 5 times per month, okay? 4 to 5 live tutorials per month, okay? On top of that, we meet on Zoom twice a month as well. Those are the second and fourth Thursday of the month. Now that comes down to 6 to 7 meetups per month. Now the live tutorials are really special because they come from your ideas. You get a voice. Tell me another crochet community or club where you have a voice, where you can tell, literally ask the designer and says, hey, could we make this? Could you make a design like this? I have never seen a community where you can do that. I do this, but I do it with a poll just to keep it organized, and that way everyone can find the ideas and can add on to them. So here's how one of the polls looks like. I made this one in June. These are all the ideas they gave me during the Zoom chats, and I wrote it down. They always see me with a little pen and paper, like, you know, old-fashioned style. Write it down, and then a few minutes later, I post a poll, and they get to vote on it. And we had two of them that kind of went a little bonkers here. We had the flower granny squares, which we made a bunch of, and then we also had the fidget toys. We made a lot of those. In fact, they kind of went so crazy that we had to make a separate poll, figure out what kind of animals are we going through. And you can see we already made the whale right here, two different versions of the whale, one where it's coming out of the mouth, one it's coming out of the back, you know, like a water spout. And then we made these cutie pies right here, which were the doggies, mommy doggy and baby doggy. So they kind of get 2 in 1, right? So they get 2 patterns in one in order to make that happen, because there's 2 different types of, you know, stress balls. So these are stress balls right here. These fidgets are stress balls. So the little squeezy parts are on the inside. I'll show you in a second what we're making in the next few days. But anyways, they kind of voted on these, and you can see that the dog was number 1, and then currently they're fighting about, fighting, that's in a positive way, figuring out, is it going to be the chicken, the cat, that the frog or the cow that comes next? So they're currently voting on that, because currently you can see, I don't know if you can see all the numbers, but they're all number 8, right? Like 8%. I need to check back into the group and see if that has changed since then, because yeah, they're kind of going back and forth. They can't really figure it out. And if, you know, I will eventually have an ebook on that, because obviously they're loving it so much that they want more of that. So might as well. So let's see. Oh, I've seen some good comments coming in, you guys. You're amazing. Donna says, when I joined TCC, I got lost for hours in the vault. Oh, I kind of like that, because you get inspired. I have made a lot of friends and can talk with regarding crochet. I love having the live chats each week. You get way more than what you pay for. That's really true. You do get a lot. I have learned so much from Kelly, Nikki says. No, Nikki, Kelly says the other way around. So much more than a 4-hour adult class. That's true. I mean, tell me what are you getting when you go to like an adult class, right? Yeah, you know, a small little experience, but not that much, right? So let's see. Sarah says, yes, it's very fun. Being with a mobility issue with one hand crochet also fun. Wow, you can only crochet with one hand right now. Oh my goodness, girl, I hope you're okay. She has helped me to continue with crochet. Lots of support. She's amazing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Let's see. And Dawn, yes, she was a monthly member for a long time. And then this year, was it this year or last year? I don't remember. A little while ago. She finally got her annual membership, and she got a gift box too. And I'm about to talk about the gift boxes too, because oh my gosh, yes. And Angel says, I've been a member for just about 6 months, and I have a Christmas birthday list for my family. Joining TCC was the best thing I've ever done. Appreciate this so much, girl. Love it. Okay, Becky says, hold on, where's Becky? Hi, Miss running late. No worries. What did I miss? We made a sunflower, girl. You can always watch the replay for that. Look how pretty this is. It's a keychain. You can also make it into a magnet. And we're talking about the Crochet Club right now, girl. So I hope you're sticking around, because we have some prizes at the very end. Okay, so let me show you what we're actually making tomorrow. Yes, remember I made this today. Tomorrow I'm going to go live again for the last time for this promotion up here. And we're going to make this guy right here. Isn't that cute? This is the mommy, and the Crochet Club will get both patterns, the piggy mommy and the piggy baby. You guys are only going to get the video tutorial tomorrow for the baby, but this is how the mommy looks like. How cute is that baby? Actually, it looks like a baby, but it's not the baby. The baby's smaller. As you can see back here, this is the same size as this guy, and then this is the baby, right? So you guys are going to get the baby piggy tomorrow. This is what I'm talking about regarding the fidget. It's so much fun. Anyways, we're having fun tomorrow. The piggy is coming tomorrow, and that's what we're making tomorrow. I'm really excited for that. Okay, so let's talk about else is in the Crochet Club, and you can see we have more than 500. 500, it's more than that, probably close to 600. I need to count. Ad-free, printer-friendly crochet patterns, most of them with checkoff boxes, and we're close to 100 exclusive patterns that you only get in the Crochet Club, you know, like this guy, or let me show you some other ones behind me. You know, the doggies, the daisy right there. We also have the whales, the piggy, there's a panda bear, polar bear. We have the strawberry. We have a kitty cat. We have all kinds of other ones. Oh, this one, the poinsettia. Then I don't know if you can see it over there. It's kind of partially gone. A bird of paradise. All of those are exclusive to just the memberships. Just that you know, there's a lot of patterns in the membership. So let me show you little sneak peek behind the scenes. So this is the Crochet Club. Once you log in, once you're a member, this is what you'll see. Ignore the green bar, but you're going to first familiarize yourself with those 2 lines up there, right? And the 2 lines are the main menu buttons. So when I tap this is what you see. You're going to see all your products that you ever purchased. So if it's just a membership, it's just a membership. And then you have a search bar right there, so you can always search through the vault. So once you have access to the vault, vault, the TCC vault, then you can literally search it and it'll find hopefully what you're looking for. You can also make the font size bigger or smaller, okay? So once you kind of have that, and you can kind of go around and check all of this out, which tells you about all the different events and everything that you need to know. And then you can browse through all the different categories. So we have some mystery crochet alongs in the beginning, and then we have all the other ones are in alphabetical order. So for example, this guy right here is in the home category, which has 90 patterns included. So if I just tap there, you can see that we have now a pattern grid. We have a picture grid, I should say. And when you tap on it, it'll jump you directly to the pattern, right? So you can see right here, we have the sunflowers in it. We have the doggy. We have the whale. We have over here a magic wallet that they want as part of the fidget category, right? We have the daisy. See, Christy? The daisies right there. We also have the eyeglass holders. Here's the bird of paradise. We have a sunflower. We have so many different patterns. This is just a home category, right? I mean, it's very long, right? You can see all of these patterns are in the home category. There's a lot of patterns in the home category. Look, I still keep going, right? And you technically have all of them also listed right here by name. So if you just know the name, you can always look there. But these are the pictures related to just the home category, right? Obviously, there's other categories in here. So let's go through the categories here for a second so you know all the different categories. Don't get dizzy when I'm moving here fast. So we have all the mystery crochet alongs, and then it goes in alphabetical order. You know, animals, bags, blankets, cardigans, Christmas, fall decor, Halloween, hats, home, gloves, kitchen and bathroom, school, scarves, cowls and shawls, spring, socks, booties, summer decor, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, winter decor. We have a bunch of exclusive crochet design crochet alongs within the TCC membership that we did. We have some stitch tutorials, resources, tips, tutorials, useful printables. We had a stitch crochet along happening in the Crochet Club, and some games. There's a bunch of things in here that you may want to check out. But that is kind of a little sneak peek into what the Crochet Club is all about. Okay, so let me show you all the features, and I also want to show off more comments because I love you guys' comments. Look what Rachel says. Rachel says there's always something to look forward to in TCC. I look forward to every single week, and seeing Nikki's designs here is so fun. We have a blast in the Crochet Club, especially because you have a voice. You get to be part of the decision making in terms of what patterns are going to be designed, right? And if you've ever wanted that, and if you want to have a voice and someone listens to you and makes something that you want to have, this would be cool, right? Let's see. Hi, everyone. Hi, sis. You made it. I'm glad you're here. Teresa says, wow, 2 days in a row. Nice. What, like going live? I've been going live since Monday. Actually, I was going live 3 days in last week too for these guys, and now I've been going live since Monday. So yes, and we have one more day tomorrow. Let's see. Nana says, could you make a poinsettia ring, a key ring for Christmas time? We probably could. Nana, you're in TCC now, so you have a voice. That means I would love for you to join us in the next Zoom chat to bring this one up again so we can add it to the poll. Shall we do that? Make sure you come to the next Zoom chat so we can do that. Let's see. Can you show us how to do eyes and noses? For what, girl? For what? I need more info. We're going to do this guy tomorrow, which has a nose and eyes, I guess. And we're going to do this tomorrow, but a baby version. This is the mommy, the big fat mommy version. And you guys are going to get the baby version tomorrow. And we're going to talk about that. Although you could probably crochet eyes for this, it will be teeny tiny. You're going to have to use tiny yarn. I'm going to use googly eyes for that. So... Anyways, let me talk about all the different features because the Crochet Club was literally designed by you for you, okay? I designed this in about 2018, 2019, published the Crochet Club in 2019. So that's been what, 6 years? Yes, May of 2019. So more than 6 years. And you guys wanted exactly that. They actually wanted a vault full of ad-free patterns. That's what they got. They wanted live tutorials all the time, which is what they got. And they wanted a really, really fun, positive community where there's nothing else but positivity and crochet and yarn talk, right? That's literally what they want. They don't want to be distracted with the world. They want to have an escape point, right? Think about this like, the world is falling apart and always one place you can go back to that's always going to be positive and supportive no matter what. This is the place, right? You always are going to feel happy whether you're there or you came from there, if that makes sense. It's all virtually, but it's going to feel like that, right? So the positive, supportive community with like-minded crocheters feels like a family, just like friends, right? You have a lot of exclusive crochet patterns that are coming directly from you, your voices, right? Easy, accessible video library, which is in the vault, which means the videos are throughout. There's over 600 videos in the vault. Yes, that's a lot. We have our weekly live tutorials, hands-on, answering exactly your questions, meaning instant support, okay? 4 to 5 times a month. We have more Zoom chats happening also, which are twice a month as well. And you have easy accessible crochet resources, first priority in terms of requests for patterns, tutorials, and stitches, right? And we also have new content added every single week. Plus, you get special coupon codes for ebooks. I mean, come on, that's a huge list. I'm so sorry I'm touching my nose, but I'm a little tickly right now. There's yarn floating around, so my nose is tickly. Anyways, we have Michelle. She says, all the benefits in TCC are worth the cost. I love how Nikki supports all of us in crochet. I mean, you have to think about it. I do want to just point out, just think about the pattern itself, okay? The last time you have purchased a pattern, think about it. Last time you purchased a pattern, how much did you spend on just one pattern? Or maybe you went, a little cray-cray, which happens to me sometimes, and I buy a bunch of patterns from a designer because I'm like, oh, I want to support them and I love their designs and I want to make them. Which, by the way, it hasn't happened a long time for me because I'm busy with y'all, right? And I love it. Wouldn't have it any other way. But the last time I purchased a bunch of patterns was from a bunch of designers, and I love it. But I did spend quite a bit of money. I think I spent like $100 and I only got like, I don't know, 20, 30 patterns, and that was it. Okay. Here you get literally 24/7 access to more than 500 ad-free patterns at all times. And every single week we have something new happening, whether it's a new pattern, new stitch. Most of the time it's a new pattern. Every single week we're adding something new to it, right? And then plus there's over 600 video tutorials, ad-free video tutorials all the time available to you. I mean, tell me another place where you can get that for this kind of price, right? And then of course the community, that's kind of, I will almost call the community priceless, right? Because that feeling that you get with friends and family, you don't put a price tag on that. You literally can't. That feeling is something you're going to cherish and want all the time. It's like in a desire. Oh my gosh, I want this community. I really, really want this community, right? Look, Sanita says $5 to $10 per pattern. Yep, exactly. But calculate that here. How much would be the value of the crochet club if you would put a price at, let's just say $5. Pretend this is $5. Let's pretend it's just 500 patterns. You do the math. What is this, $2,500? You don't have to spend that much. That would be crazy, right? But yes, that would be a lot, right? Even Kelly says she has spent $6.99 with no video tutorials and zero support, right? I mean, that's harsh, right? Sometimes that's really, really harsh because you're like, oh my gosh, I just spent so much money, but I don't have any support. What if I want to ask a question, right? And then Melanie says, I have lots of fun and I'm not sorry I joined. I don't want you to be sorry. I want you to be happy. Thank you, Nikki. You're welcome. Gloria also loves the community. Yes, exactly. So think about it. If you want to join the community, you want to feel just like all these crocheters who are talking to you, then come join us. Let me show you what special perk we have going on right now, because you might want to think about that, right? Because right now we have a special happening for y'all, and I'm going to show it to you in a second, a little bit more up close. We have a collaboration going on with Hirschner's right now, and they gave a bunch of yarn to us so that we can ship it out to y'all, and that's pretty cool. And I'm going to show you how that looks like. Okay, so hi Cindy, sorry you're late. No worries, I'm glad you made it. I'm about to show you guys what's inside these boxes because only certain people get these boxes. My nose is freaking tickly today. I'm so sorry. So let me show you. Where's my little picture? Oh, I'm going to show you that in a second. I want to first show you what's on the inside. Okay. Ooh, Ooh, I am zoomed in. Let's zoom out. Wee. Okay, there we go. So let me show you what's on the inside. And I'm going to pop up Kelly's comment here real quick because that's amazing. Kelly says, Nikki has helped me with a project I was working on. Filet crochet baby blanket with a full name. Never made anything like that so big. That is amazing. I'm so glad I was able to help you with that. Oh my gosh. And Sheen says, it's cheaper than therapy. I totally agree. Okay, so let me show you what's on the inside. And I see a question, how much is it? I'll show you in a second. Let me show you what's on the inside of the box first, and then we'll go through the price after, okay? So you have, once you get these boxes, which let's explain, are only for new annual members of the continental United States, okay? Here's the link up there. Please use it or scan right here, and then you can join us. There's a coupon code for 25% off right now, only until the 8th. So this special, including the boxes, ends tomorrow, okay? So take advantage of it. So here's what's on the inside of the boxes. I will pay for shipping for the new annual member. That includes those who upgrade. So if you're currently monthly or quarterly, maybe think about if you want to upgrade. Okay, so obviously you have the yarn inside, right? This is from Hirschner's, and it's called Sundance Montage. Can you guys see it? There's different kinds of colors, so it's going to be a surprise which color combination you're going to get. And let me put this to the side, because otherwise you can't see. So you either going to get a pouch like this or the drawstring. Which one is your favorite, by the way? The big drawstring one or the pouch? Let me show you what's inside the pouch, okay? So you're first going to see a cute little paper right here. TCC Times, like New York Times, right? TCC Times. And it's going to talk about the yarn again, Hirschner's, as well as a coupon code that you're going to get, which is really cool. They gave us a coupon code valid until mid-September. And you're going to get a business card from me, which you can hand off to your bestie, right? And say, go check out Nikki. Come join us, right? And then you're also going to get, and I'm going to show you, where's my, I'm lost it. Where is it? Oh, it's stuck. Oh, I forgot. Yes, so you're either going to get a magnet like this. This is one of the reasons I didn't find it, because there's a magnet on it. It says, I'm a member of the Crochet Club, so you can show it off. Or you're going to get a keychain that says the same and has a cute little, heart on the back. So it's one or the other. You're either going to get a keychain or you're going to get a magnet that says, I'm a member of the Crochet Club. Then we also have some more stickers. Again, showing off that you're a member of the Crochet Club, and then some random stickers. I made all of these by myself, guys. I made these by myself. I made these ones even last night, and my finger still hurts. But I'm very happy I did. And we also have this pin that you can add onto, I don't know, your clothing, your backpack, your, project bag, wherever you want to show off that you're a member of the Crochet Club. This is what you're getting. You're also going to get a pair of scissors, because everyone needs some scissors, right? You're also going to get a crochet hook. This happens to be a 6mm. There's going to be a mystery size. You don't know which one you're going to get. And then we also have some stitch markers, if I can grab them. Come stitch markers and a tapestry needle. You're also going to get that. And we also have a custom made measuring tape. That's a keychain, right? So that way you don't lose it. So all of that is in here. All the little cute Nikki Knacks, because who doesn't love some Nikki Knacks when you can show off that you're a member of the Crochet Club, right? Because that is what the pouch is about, or even the drawstring, right? Either way. So right now I have a bunch of these pouches that are going out. We also have drawstrings going out. You don't know what you're going to get. So a lot of you guys liking the pouches. Oh, one person says drawstring bag. I know it's bigger, but yeah, it's really, it's a back and forth. Which one do you like more? But anyways, you don't know which one you're going to get, right? It's going to be a surprise. Okay, let me move this to the side so I can talk about the price breakdown, since y'all are asking for that. Sanita says you need to sell the magnet and the keychain for all the current TCC members. Eventually we'll have a store where you can buy all that stuff. Yes, eventually. I'm hoping this year. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping this year. Then that way you can buy all your little Nikki Knacks as well. Okay, let's break down the price, since y'all asking for that. Where's my price sheet? I'm losing it. There we go. Okay, so I have 80 boxes available to ship out. Actually, not anymore. More than half of them are already shipped. So we only have 2 days left, right? So more than half of them were already shipped. They have the Hirschner's yarn inside, and there's 2 skeins of the Hirschner's yarns included in each individual box of those 80. So those are special ones. Once they're gone, pretty much, right? And you of course have all the custom goodies in there that you currently cannot buy anywhere else. Only those who join as a new annual member and live in the continental United States get one of these boxes. So if you join as a quarterly or monthly, unfortunately you won't be able to get the box. But if you currently are a monthly or quarterly, you might want to think about upgrading, because even new upgrades get one of those boxes too. It's a one-time gift box, meaning it's not a subscription gift box, if that makes sense. You're not getting a new box every month, okay? It is a one-time, think of it like a gift, like a thank you gift, like a bonus gift, however you want to call it. Okay, the membership is really what everything is about, but I do want to point out that these goodie boxes are for new annual members, and this is the price breakdown. When you add the coupon code you see up there, then the annual goes down to $104.25 for the first payment. So if you would break this down into 12 months just to compare with the rest, it is $869. That's very affordable. And let me remind you again that you're getting more than 500 ad-free crochet patterns available 24/7, more than 600 video tutorials, and 6 to 7 virtual meetups with a really positive, supportive community, and a lot of extra perks as well. So all of that for that price, I think that's a pretty darn good deal. Just saying. Then quarterly, $33.75 for first quarter, and that is $11.25 for those first 3 months, and then monthly is $12.75 for that first month. So that's how it works, and it's an automatic renewal until you cancel, but I'll let you know at some point I will increase the price again because the value is going up. So once you're locked in, I would recommend staying in your locked in price, because otherwise it'll go up after, if that makes sense. All right, I'm seeing a lot of you guys are talking back and forth. Let's see. We have Lorette. Lorette has an amazing comment. TCC is the best group I've ever been a member of. Nikki's absolutely the best teacher ever. Thank you. I would recommend TCC to any crocheter, no matter what their skill level. That's true. That's exactly why I do live tutorials and provide extra support, because nobody is on the same skill level. Everyone is somewhere in a range, right? Some people are in a range of a beginner. Some people have crocheted for several months, for several years, right? Some are intermediate, even though they just started, but they learn very quickly, right? It really depends. Everyone is in a different skill level. So this is literally for anyone. So I will explain it no matter which skill level you're in, and to make sure you have fun with it, right? There's so much that the membership has to offer. It's absolutely amazing. Then there's the question, what if you want to join us in annual, but you don't get the gift box? You are going to get an ebook instead. And I have 33 different ebooks, and most of them have a value of more than $50, like hundreds of dollars, actually, if you would call it that way, because the price that you see online is a 90% off discount for the ebooks. So just that you know, you're going to get a free ebook instead if you join as a new annual and you live outside of the US. You're still getting hundreds of dollars worth of content for free just by being a new annual member, even if you live outside of the United States. Just that you know, okay? So don't worry if you're missing the box. You're still getting a goodie on top of it for being a new annual. So maybe think about it, even if you live somewhere else in the world. Okay, let's see. How did you make the magnet and the keychains? With a button maker. Actually, I did, with a button maker. That's exactly how I made it. Let's see. Tina says, this makes the patterns costing 20 cents per pattern for the annual member. Actually, it would be even less than that, right? Like a lot less than that, because there's so much more in there. And some of the patterns are not $5. I just gave you an average, right? Some patterns are actually like $14, $15, right? So it really, it can go even more down, way more down. And that's just talking about the patterns itself, right? We haven't even talked about the video content. That feels like courses, right? The community itself, the instant support, right? Remember, how many times have you gone to, I'm making it up right now, going to Best Buy because your computer has a problem and you need support. You don't get support for free when you go to Best Buy or any kind of place for computer help. You have to pay to get help. Am I right? Well, here it's included, right? That's also a value. You can't really put a price on that, in my opinion, because it's absolutely amazing. Patricia says, my crochet has improved so much since watching Nikki and joining TCC. I am so thrilled. And Nikki also says, I'm the best teacher. Thank you. You guys are overwhelming me. I'm going to turn red. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Let's see. And Joanne says, I feel like I'm saying your names wrong. I'm so sorry if I ever, butcher your names. I'm German. I've been crocheting for over 40 years. Since I joined Nikki and TCC, I've learned so much more. Thank you guys. I appreciate every single one of you. It is so, so amazing. And Lynn, remember, you also have the ability to join us a monthly or quarterly on sale right now. So Lynn, if you want to join, or Linny, so sorry, I mispronounced your name. Linny, if you ever want to join us for just like the monthly, just to test it out, you can. You come join us. Right now it's on sale. So maybe take advantage of that. And Nancy, girl. Nancy's always very busy. She has so many things she's going on at the same time. The best teacher, Nikki is the best to explain the patterns. I was in a crochet class and the teacher didn't explain about any of the patterns. I am so glad you're here. I mean, it's absolutely amazing how much content you're getting. Let's see. Yes, much less did I just did it by 500 pounds. Yes, totally agree. Not counting the videos. Yes, very much worth it. I totally agree. How do you get the free ebook? I'm a new member. I can't find out. So Lizzie, yes, Lizzie, you are in Denmark. Am I right? So I think I said it yesterday. I believe I said it every day, but if I didn't, let me say it again. For those who join us a new annual that live outside of the United States, on Saturday, I'm sending an email blast to all the internationals, and you guys get to pick your ebook. If you don't want to wait that long, you can always email me and say, hey, Nikki, I just joined as a new annual. I would like to have XYZ ebook, and I will give you instant access, and then I don't have to send you an email blast on Saturday. So if you really curious, head over to my website, nikkishomemakercrafts.com, tap on ebooks, and then pick an ebook that you would like, and I get you access to it. If you're a brand new annual member and you joined this week from Monday through the 8th, then you get a new ebook. An ebook of your choice. I have 33 different ebooks. Anyways, let's see. How do you sign up? Right there, girl, right there. Let me see if I can grab the link right now. Hang on. I'm going to try to grab the link, and I sure hope that Facebook's not going to make issues. Facebook's been weird sometimes, but right now I haven't had issues in 2 days, so I'm just gonna, fingers crossed, I'm putting my link into the comments so that way there's no problems. It's technically also pinned on YouTube. It's in the description. I just popped it in. Hopefully there's no issues. If you're on Facebook, just type in the phrase TCC, and it will send you an automatic email message on Facebook with the link directly in your messenger. But this is how you sign up right there, and I popped the link into the questions right now. And by the way, if you guys just joined today when I have not celebrated you yet, will you please let me know? I would love to celebrate you that you joined the Crochet Club this week. So if you joined this week and I have not celebrated you yet, please let me know, and I would love to celebrate you. Okay, so I answered pretty much everyone's questions. Am I right? So far, at least. I think it's time for some prices. Are you ready for some prices? Okay, I'm going to remove this here. And let's do some prices. So since we reached over 100 viewers today, we actually did it twice. So proud of you. We're going to do 3 prizes today. So let's talk about the prices that we're going to go through. Ooh, we have a new one. Okay, I got to celebrate you. Hang on. I said I would celebrate you. Yay! Von Ellie, I'm so glad you joined us. Yay! I'm so excited you became a new annual. Woohoo! Okay, so if someone else joined us, I don't care which level you joined us in. Let me know. I would love to celebrate you. So in the meantime, while you guys are typing that up, let's do the prices. Okay, we're going to talk about it. So by the way, if you won within the last month or so, please don't answer. Give everyone else a chance to answer, and only answer one time per question. Okay, so these are the prices that you have a chance to win. A free ebook, $10, $15, or $20 off an ebook, $10, $20, or $30 Ravi coupon code, 5 or 10 PD patterns, PDF patterns of your choice, free yarn box if you live in the continental United States. Otherwise, it'll be a free ebook instead. And I covered everything. Yay! Okay, so let's go through the questions. I will pick a random winner to win as long as the answer is correct. Okay, so are you guys ready for question number one? Question number one, here we go. What did we crochet in the beginning of this video? Yes, I'm keeping the question the same because the answer is different for every single video. And tomorrow, this is not the answer, but tomorrow we're making this piggy. Jeep, 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 jeep. We're making this stress ball tomorrow. Ooh, this is fun. So if you want to laugh and have fun with me, then come join us. We're going to make this one tomorrow. Oh, I love this piggy. Oh, I love this piggy so much. It's so cute. I think I like this one the best so far. I made the doggy, I made the whale, and I think the piggy's my favorite right now. By the way, I tried to put in a squeaker, and that didn't work because when you squeeze this, it's too soft and I can't reach the squeaker part of it. So I tried to put it in, but it didn't work. But anyways, all right, you guys are answering your questions. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to remove this and let's find our winner. Looks like most of you guys have the right answer. So going to cover my eyes. I'm in the right position. And here we go. Scrolling up and down. Let's find our winner. I'm going to stop right. How about we're going to stop right. We're going to stop right here. We have Lisa Clark. Yay! Congratulations, Lisa. Yes, we made a sunflower keychain. This guy right here, which obviously can also be a magnet, right? Super duper fun. That's what we made in the beginning of the video. Let's see what Lisa won. Lisa won, according to the spinny wheel, it is, ooh, it's right on the line. Which one? Oh, free ebook! Congratulations, Lisa! Yay! I'm so happy for you. All right, now let's go to question number two. Question number two. Are you guys ready? Question number two is name the 3 levels you can join the crochet club with. So there are 3 different levels you can join us in, right? 3 levels. And I'm not talking about levels in terms of access. You all get the same access, but this would be the payment levels, right? You can join us 3 different ways. How are you going to join us? Tell me the 3 different ways. 3. I'm showing you the German way to say 3. This is how we count 3. It is 1, 2, 3. This is a weird 3. Why you guys are holding tight on fingers. Count from the beginning. 1, 2, 3. This is the German way. European way, I should say, probably. I think all Europeans are doing it this way. All right. What are the 3 levels you can join us in the crochet club? And I did this with the fingers on purpose because my husband always laughs at me about that. Okay, took a sip of water. Here we go. Name the 3 levels you could join us in the crochet club. All right, most of you guys are knowing this at this point. Yay, you guys are writing it down correctly. I love how you guys think. The way you guys write it allows me really a peek into your brain because you're either starting on the bottom, work your way up, or you work from the top down. And some of you guys are even switching it around. Your guys' brains are hilarious. I love it. I mean, look at the comments. You guys see it? Some people start on the bottom, go up. Some people start from the top and down. And some people mix it up and start in the middle. That's hilarious. This is really interesting. I didn't even think about that when I wrote this question. It kind of makes me laugh. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Okay, let's cover my eyes and let's find a winner. Here we go. It looks like most of you guys have the right answer. Yay, and I'm going to stop. How about we're going to stop right? I'm going to stop right. Where do I stop? I don't know. I'm going to just stop somewhere. I can't see, so I'm just going to stop randomly. How about here? We have Barbara! Barbara says annual, quarterly, or monthly. That is correct. Yes. Hang on. I got to remove this and show you this. And did you guys see it? Some people wrote down monthly, quarterly, annual. Some people wrote monthly, annual, quarterly. It's funny. Hilarious. Oh, look, you got a free yarn box. Barbara, I hope you live in the United States. And I hope you haven't won recently, because otherwise, you know, there's other issues. Anyways, if you live in the United States, continental United States, you just got a free yarn box. Woohoo! Congratulations! If you're outside, you get a free ebook instead. Okay, we have one more question to go, but I want to remind you that I'm going live again one more time tomorrow. Last day, last chance to join us as a new TCC member, the Crochet Club, on a discount. And if you join us as a new annual, then you're also going to get the gift box, okay, if you live in the continental United States. Otherwise, it's an ebook, okay, an ebook of your choice. And this is what we're making tomorrow. This is what we're making, the baby version. The mommy and the baby written pattern will be in the Crochet Club by tomorrow morning, okay, but everyone who's joining us tomorrow is going to get the video tutorial for the baby, okay, just that you know. But the Crochet Club gets both versions. So that's what we're making tomorrow. Do you see it right there? August 8th. That's a nice date. I like that date. It's easy to remember. 12 p.m. Pacific time. Oink, oink, oink. All right, let's do the last question. Let's do the last question. Now that I've reminded you about that, here we go. Yes, we did reach 100 today. Yes, we did. Okay. Who? Oh, that's supposed to be saying who, not how. Hold on. Let me fix that for a second. My typos. Who, not how. Okay, I just wrote it again. Ta-da! See, it says who now. Who is sponsoring the special gift boxes for the new U.S. annual members? Who? Who? It's like an owl. Who? Who is sponsoring the special gift boxes? In the meantime, I'm gonna play with my piggy. Piggy. Oink, oink, oink. You guys typey while I'm playing with my piggy. Okay, it's just so cute, you guys. It is so cute. I just love it so much. Oh my gosh. All right. Ooh, okay, I'm not gonna be picky on the typos, you guys, but I'm gonna let you know already that not one of you guys so far has spelled it correctly. Oh, a couple of you guys have. I'm not gonna be picky on the name, okay, on how you spell it. But I will talk about how to spell it. Oink, oink, oink. Okay, I think I gave you guys enough time right now. Here we go. Let's find a winner. Shall we do that? Okay, again, I'm not going to be picky on the spelling as long as I know what you mean. Okay, cover my eyes. Here we go. Let's scroll up and down. Let's find our winners. Shall we do that? Okay, I'm scrolling. And let's stop right here. We have Kelly, and she happens to spell it correctly. I didn't even realize. Congratulations! Yes, Hirschner's is with 2 R's. 2 R's, Hirschner's. Although, you know, I don't know if there's an apostrophe actually at that one. I don't know. But anyways, I think it's just Hirschner's, but I don't know. Anyways, so let's see what Kelly won. Kelly, the spinny wheel will decide what you win. Here we go. You won... Where is it going to stop? Right there. $30 Robbie coupon code. Woohoo! Congratulations to all our winners. I am so happy for y'all. Okay, so again, quick reminder that I'm going to go live tomorrow again. Right here tomorrow one more time. We're gonna make oinky oinky piggy, okay? But for those who want, email me, okay? Either support or Nicole at nickishomemade.com. There's an S right there, there's an S right there, and it's Nicki. Please don't spell it incorrectly, because otherwise I don't get the email. That is not me being picky, okay? That's the email not getting delivered if you don't spell that correctly. Nikki's Homemade Crafts. And don't yell at me for a long name. That's what I decided in 2016, and I regret it that it's so long, but we're sticking with it. At least it's unique, right? Anyways, it's Nicole or support at nickishomemade.com for the winners. Put in the subject line, winner of the price and the date. Yes, all 3 things. Winner of the prize that you won and the date. If you want a yarn box and you live in the continental United States, I need your address too. Otherwise, I can't ship it to you. All right, let's go through a quick reminder. Voice is going away. Quick reminder, what the Crochet Club is all about. Yes, I'm sure you guys want to know about that. Am I right? Okay, so let's remind you guys real quick that Hirschner's is the one sponsoring these yarn boxes. These are the goodies, okay? I mean, some of it is like it's either a pouch or a baggie or something like that, right? And you don't know which color combination, etc. These are for our new annual members who live in the continental United States, who join us this week until the 8th as a new annual member. Those are the ones who are getting these yarn boxes, okay? But this goes away by tomorrow, meaning tomorrow's the last day, then it's gone, okay? That ability to get it is gone after that. And what do you get in the Crochet Club? There's a lot of things you get in the Crochet Club. This is literally made for you in a very positive and supportive community. You get over 500 ad-free, printer-friendly crochet patterns, more than 600 videos, a lot of exclusive patterns. You have a voice in the Crochet Club. You can literally take your crochet skills to the next level. You guys saw the comments today. You saw it. Everyone is talking about it the same way, okay? We also have weekly live tutorials 4 to 5 times a month. We meet on Zoom twice a month. We have a blast. You have first priority in terms of requests for patterns, tutorials, stitches, etc. New content added every single week, and you get special coupon codes for ebooks. So much is in the Crochet Club. If you ever wanted to be part of the best crochet community in the world, in my opinion at least, I mean, I might be biased, but you guys saw the comments, then come join us, become a member. I would love to see you guys back here tomorrow for Mr. Oink Oink or Mrs. Oink Oink, or Baby Oink Oink. And I will see you guys back here tomorrow. Take your crochet skills to the next level and become a The Crochet Club member. I would love to see you in the vault. Let's go! I'll see you guys then. Bye!